Hello everyone, my name is Silver Willowing and welcome. Today we're going to take a look at some newly released clips from How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World. So this is a form of compilation I found of some of the new clips that I haven't seen yet and that some of you may not have seen yet, and it shows a new dragon and it shows some brand new scenes in full effect. We're going to get some longer clips here. So it's a hybrid of a lot of things. I think there's some interview part in it as well, but we're just going to see where it goes. We can always skip if it's something we've seen before, but this is just what I found and just felt like I have to react to this. I can't really look through it because I have to make a genuine reaction. So that's what we're going to do. So let's just get into it and see what this is all about.
With DreamWorks' How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World hitting cinemas, let me fill you in on the story so far. It all started with...
So this one I haven't seen before. It was like a quick recap where he talks about everything. If you don't want to rewatch the films, which I'm obviously gonna, so we could skip through this part. So I'm also gonna have to compromise the sound a little bit. I'm gonna add a soundtrack over it, and I'm gonna pitch the sound a little bit so the voice is something that's gonna sound a little bit off. It's to avoid copyright reasons, so that the video is viewable to as many people as possible. So that's why it's gonna sound a little bit weird. But you can always just watch the original when we're done here, and I will leave the link to that in the description as always.
inside DreamWorks with me to witness the epic conclusion of the friendship of a lifetime.
Yeah.
My name is Dean Deblois, and I am the writer and director and executive producer of How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World.
Can you talk us through the story of The Hidden World? It feels like a love story, I got to say. In the outset, is that a fair observation?
He's not the only one.
It is a love story. Yeah, there's a lot of love in the movie, and I think really at the core, this movie is about gaining the wisdom to let go. And the setup of that is that Hiccup has achieved his dream. He's now the chief of his tribe.
We did it! The world's first dragon Viking utopia.
Your utopia, maybe. Mine's less crowded and more... sanitary.
And it really is a way of life that is unsustainable. He's a bit in denial about that.
Why is it unsustainable?
Well, it's unsustainable in the sense that they're vast populations and their enemies know when they are. And so they're sitting out there in plain sight. The largest flock of dragons in the universe, and they cannot seem to escape that spotlight. That's a problem that Hiccup's dealing with.
There is an armada with enough cages for all of our dragons.
This is a new kind of enemy.
He's responsible for having wiped out all of the things.
Every night, Fury, except yours. Hand him over.
I will never give him up.
Then I will destroy everything you love.
So the large threat comes in a very pointed package, which is Grimoire is a very effective hunter and is determined to not only track him, but do his kill. To add to his problems, his every success is based upon his relationship with Mintz.
He thinks he has to lead alone. Because his father had to. He doesn't realize the strength you have together. Do you still believe in it?
Of course. I wish he did. But he thinks he's nothing without Toothless.
Then help him realize the truth.
Early on in the story, Toothless discovers a mysterious,
Wait up!
elusive variation of his species that Hiccup
Oh
has
my
been
god. He's not the only one.
She's a light
immediately
fury.
connection. And so he becomes very preoccupied in trying to find her again and continue this relationship.
What you picking up on, bud?
The light fury! She's following us!
Where'd you go? Is she made of sky?
Oh! Hold on! Well, look who it is! Hey, it's really nice to finally...
As well as incredible new dragons and worlds to discover, as DreamWorks visual effects supervisor Dave Walton explains.
The caldera, which is basically an underwater volcano in which the entire ocean is spilling into, was by far the most challenging and the biggest visual effect DreamWorks has done to date. Biggest shot, I think, was 42,000 dragons.
That's in that cabin.
Yeah, and that's the fireworks when you see all the water. read to me.
Toothless, go introduce yourself.
Recognizing the importance of a mate for Toothless, Hiccup encourages his dragon to impress the Light Fury.
Toothless has a girlfriend.
Various problems, and it rests upon Hiccup to make some tough decisions, and one of them is to leave his home island of Berk, where they have been for 7 generations, and to take his people and his dragons and everything they can carry on kind of a wild goose chase quest to find out whether or not this legend of the hidden world actually exists. Because if it does, that could be a place where he and all of the dragons could disappear off the map.
We need to find the hidden world.
I will destroy everything you love.
Toothless, no!
You're nothing without your dragon.
It is to Hiccup the security blanket that makes everything okay. And the realization that he made everything decisions on his own throws him right back to the kid that he felt completely incapable and unworthy.
Well, you're right. You're back to where you started. But I was the first to believe in you. And I have watched you doubt whether you're worthy ever since. But you know what? I am the person I am today because of you. I never told you that, but it's true. You are the bravest, most stubborn, most determined knucklehead I know. Toothless didn't give you that, Hiccup. He just made it
Easier.
and now it's gonna be a lot harder. So, what are you gonna do about it?
Probably something stupid.
That's the Hiccup I know.
Suit up, gang. We're going to get them back.
So he really has to kind of look himself in the mirror and say, am I a capable, worthy human being and able to lead this tribe as the chief without this dragon? It's ultimately the deal.
What you got, bud? You brought a baby to a battle? I couldn't find a The hidden world. It really does exist.
Now that's a king.
You're right, bud. This time. Well, look who it is! Not a word.
That's it. That was that. Whew, that's a lot to take in. I'm not going to talk too much about it because we are short on time because it was a really long clip, but that was really that was very satisfying to watch and that was very intriguing. It's also just when you get the perspective of the process that Dean DeBlois went through, because he really went through a lot to make this movie work. We also saw the Crimson Goregutter for the first time in full 3D, full effect. Which is the giant moose dragon. Looks a lot like a moose, which I'm not sure I'm 100% on board with, but it's a new dragon nonetheless. We get to see that. So it really brings some more context to all of it because it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense what he's saying here, that Hiccup has the hugest dragon freaking pack, dragon herd in the known archipelago. So of course everyone is gonna know where there is because it's like dragons. There's like this horizon and there's just this island with dragons all around it. So it makes sense because before when they were in the sanctuary, in Vulcan's sanctuary, they were kind of hidden and protected by the bewildered beast as well. So it's an entire different scenario. Yes, they have Toothless and everything, but so many dragons is gonna attract so much attention from the outside world. So it kind of makes sense that they would have to leave because the whole world knows where they are. And this whole clip with Hiccup doubting himself really makes the movie seems more like a growth for Hiccup. The movie is like Hiccup's coming of age, finally working on his own without Toothless. Because it is kind of true that he was this underdog, he was always told he wasn't good enough, and then Toothless comes along and he feels like he's complete, and things become a lot easier for him. But then when you take Toothless away, in his mind he'll probably feel like, am I just the same kid I was? Like that useless kid that nobody wanted? Am I still that? There's definitely some psychological feelings that he would have to be dealing with. It's very realistic and it feels very real, which I am a big fan of. I'm very happy about the fact that they might be taking a more realistic approach to it, something that's very relatable, which is very good, which was my problem with Toothless becoming the alpha and the final scene of the second movie. It was too over the top for me. It was too much. Not that Toothless isn't allowed to defend his home, of course yes, but it was a lot. So I really would feel that if the movie keeps, it's of course a huge scene. It's like the visual designer said, it's the biggest thing DreamWorks has possibly ever done. So it's gonna be visually amazing, but still, if it has a down-to-earth, relatable theme, that means a lot for a movie of this size. So that's very, very interesting, and I am even more excited about watching the movie after watching this. I really think that we should be open to it, because there's a lot of things that I didn't like. And in my previous videos, I have also expressed there's a lot of things I didn't like. But I've just reached a point where I feel like I don't know enough about it yet to form such strong opinions about it, and I will give it a chance because there's so much work that was put into it and so much pressure and whatnot. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm going to support it to the best of my ability because I'm really, really excited about it. So please let me know what you think about these new clips. Did you enjoy them? Were you kind of blown away like I was? The freaking scene with the live here where she grabs Hiccup and he's just like struggling to hold on to her, and she just left because she didn't want to talk about this. And he's just like, oh, it's nice to meet you, and she's just like, get away from here. That was funny. That was great. I was very on the edge about that scene, but that seemed really to be working, so that was very, very nice. But thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Feel free to check out my other How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World videos. I have quite a few, and I'm sure you'll find some that you find interesting. And hopefully I will see you again. Consider subscribing for more dragon adventures, and I will see you next time. So long, Dragon Riders!